Have you ever wondered why so many Japanese people live to be 100 years old, still walking, gardening, and even laughing with friends, while the average American struggles to reach 75? What if I told you that the difference isn't luck, it isn't genetics, and it isn't expensive medical treatments? Instead, it comes down to four simple lifestyle choices that the Japanese practice daily, choices that could add decades of healthy, energetic life to your years. And here's the surprising part. The fourth secret is the opposite of what most American health experts have been telling us for decades. In fact, when I learned this, it completely changed the way I look at health and aging. Stay with me until the very end, because I promise you, once you hear these four Japanese longevity secrets, you'll never think about your daily habits the same way again. Before we begin, hit that like button to support more health wisdom, and subscribe if you want more science-backed longevity tips that help you age gracefully and powerfully. Difference number 1. Eating until you're 80% full. Hara Hachibu. When I visited Okinawa last year, I met a 98-year-old woman named Akiko. Every morning, she tends to her vegetable garden, then walks 2 miles to visit friends. No pills, no special diets. Just a simple practice she's followed her entire life. Hara Hachibu. This Japanese phrase means, eat until you're 80% full. Think about how different that is from the American approach. In the US, we eat until the plate is empty. We eat until we're stuffed. At buffets, we push ourselves past comfort. But in Japan, smaller plates, smaller servings, and slower eating are the norm. Research from Harvard shows that people who consume 10 to 20% fewer calories than average live significantly longer. Some studies even suggest a 30% increase in lifespan. Here's why. 1. Overeating floods the body with excess calories, which creates oxidative stress and inflammation, accelerating aging. 2. Eating moderately gives the body a chance to repair itself instead of constantly digesting and storing excess energy. 3. This activates something scientists call longevity genes, which protect cells against damage. If you're finding this fascinating so far, make sure to tap like. It tells YouTube this video is worth sharing with more people who want to live longer. Practical tip for you. Use an 8-inch plate instead of a 12-inch one. Put down your fork between bites. Stop eating when you feel satisfied, not stuffed. Clarence, a 72-year-old from Nevada, tried this simple change using his grandmother's old small plates. Within 3 months, he lost 15 pounds naturally and said his energy felt 20 years younger. So ask yourself, at your next meal, could you leave just a little room on the plate and in your stomach? That small difference could add years to your life. Difference number 2. Movement woven into daily life. In America, exercise is something people think about as a separate chore. We go to the gym for an hour, then sit at a desk or in front of a TV for the next 8 hours. But in Japan, movement isn't an event. It's a way of life. The Japanese walk everywhere, whether it's to the train, the market, or a friend's house. They garden. They do housework by hand. They cycle. They take stairs. Average Japanese daily steps, 8,000 to 10,000. Average American daily steps, less than 5,000. That difference may not seem huge for one day, but stretched across decades, it's the difference between a healthy, strong old age and a life of stiffness, poor circulation, and weakness. Studies from the Mayo Clinic show that continuous moderate movement throughout the day is more beneficial than doing one intense workout but sitting the rest of the day. What movements does? 1. Improves circulation. 2. Keeps bone strong. 3. Maintains muscle. 4. Boosts the immune system. 5. Even clears toxins through the lymphatic system. Comment below. Do you prefer walking, gardening, or another gentle activity? I'd love to hear what type of daily movement you enjoy most. Practical tip for you. Park further away at the store. Stand up and stretch every hour. Walk while talking on the phone. Choose stairs instead of elevators. Geraldine, a 76-year-old from Wisconsin, started simply walking to her mailbox twice a day instead of driving down her long driveway. 6 months later, she had better balance, more stamina, and less joint stiffness. Imagine this. Instead of trying to force an intense workout, What if you just lived in a way that required more movement naturally? That's exactly what Japanese longevity is built on. Difference number 3, deep social connections. What? Here's something surprising. One of the biggest predictors of how long you'll live isn't your diet or even your exercise routine. It's your social connections. In Okinawa, there's a tradition called moai, a lifelong circle of friends who meet regularly, share meals, support each other financially, and laugh together. Some groups even form in childhood and last until the very end of life. Compare that with America, where loneliness has become an epidemic. Many seniors live alone, rarely see family, and may go weeks without real conversation. Johns Hopkins research found that people with strong social ties live 7 to 15 years longer on average. Loneliness, on the other hand, is as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Why? Because loneliness doesn't just hurt your feelings. It hurts your body. It raises blood pressure, weakens the immune system, speeds up cognitive decline, increases the risk of depression and heart disease. If you know someone who might feel isolated, share this video with them. It could help them build connections that literally add years to their life. Practical tip for you. 1. Call one friend or family member each week. 2. Join a local group, book clubs, walking clubs, or community classes. 3. Invite a neighbor for coffee. 4. Use technology, video calls, online groups, even social media to stay connected. Carl, from Arizona, lost his wife and felt deeply alone. He joined a weekly coffee group at his local library. That one decision brought him laughter, support, and purpose, and he believes it saved his health. Ask yourself, who could you reach out to today? That phone call or coffee invite might not just brighten your day. It could extend your life. Difference number 4, healthier relationship with stress. Now here's the final secret, and it might be the most powerful. In America, we often treat stress like a battle. Fight it. Conquer it. Push harder. But in Japan, there's a different philosophy, shikata jie nai, which means it cannot be helped. This doesn't mean giving up. It means accepting what cannot be controlled and focusing energy only on what can. Science shows that this mindset literally protects the body at the cellular level. Stanford researchers discover that people who manage stress through acceptance have longer telomeres, the protective caps on DNA that determine how fast you age. In contrast, Americans often live in constant stress mode, high cortisol, poor sleep, chronic inflammation. This accelerates aging, weakens immunity, and increases risk of heart disease. Japanese practices for stress relief include 1. Meditation. 2. Breathing exercises. 3. Tea ceremonies. 4. Finding peace in small daily rituals, like tending a garden or preparing food. Take 3 deep breaths with me right now. In for 4 seconds, hold for 4, out for 6. Feel the calm spread through your body. If you did it, type breathe in the comments below, so I know you joined me. Practical tip for you. Try deep breathing. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 6. Reduce unnecessary stress, like constant negative news. Spend 10 minutes each day in quiet reflection. Accept what can't be changed. Act where you can. Beatrice, from Florida, started doing just 5 minutes of deep breathing every morning. Within weeks, she slept better, worried less, and felt more peace in her daily life. If stress has been stealing your energy, this simple change can help you reclaim years of vitality. Finally, so let's recap the 4 Japanese longevity secrets. 1. Eat until 80% full. 2. Move naturally all day. 3. Build strong social connections. 4. Manage stress with acceptance and peace. These aren't complicated. They don't require expensive programs or strict rules. They're small, sustainable habits that add up over decades. And the best part, you can start them today. So here's my challenge for you. Which of these 4 will you try first? Smaller plates, more walking, reaching out to a friend, or practicing deep breathing? Comment below with your choice. I'd love to hear it. And don't forget, hit that like button if this inspired you, and subscribe for more practical, science-backed wisdom to help you live a longer, healthier, happier life. Because the truth is, living past 90 or even 100 isn't just for the lucky few in Japan. It could be your reality too, if you start making these choices today.